Hi, my name is Tomek and I am an intern at the CSC. I want to talk to you about rain and why we need it in our spiritual lives. It has been raining in St. Louis and it is expected to rain for a couple more days. For some people, including me, rain is a great blessing in the spring. And I am about to explain why. My spiritual life often hits a low around this time of the year because I get too preoccupied with too many other things. This is the busiest time in school, which affected me during most years of my life. This is also the time when many of us want to be outside and enjoy the spring weather. So we have to choose between school and fun. For some of us, this is made even worse by spring allergies. We want to be outside, but we have to decide if it's worth the sneezing that will later make work even harder. The conflict between a desire to play, a sense of obligation to work, and bodily suffering is the earthliest struggle we can imagine. If we get too preoccupied with it, we forget to notice anything deeper in our lives. That's why we need rain. Rain usually weakens our desire to be outside. It removes pollen from the air, and the gray color of the clouds helps us focus on our work. The rain can really have a healing power during this time. We all need rain because rain keeps us home. I don't mean to say that it's good to be stuck in our physical homes. Actually, 2 weeks ago, I talked to you about the benefits of hiking. But we all need a kind of rain that takes us back to the source. We are all chasing a lot of things. We chase success, popularity, pleasure, appreciation, trying to be in control of what we have. We might feel like we have to chase all these things because it is sunny outside and everybody is out there chasing them. But we have too limited resources to achieve all that. And we are like the apostles, trying to feed thousands of people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, and not knowing how to do it. If we don't acknowledge how little we have, we keep trying to figure out all the moving parts in our lives, and we will keep failing at it. Or we will succeed for a while, just to realize one day how little what we have is worth. That's why we need to find a way back to our spiritual home with God. Being at home with God gives us the security we need to let go of trying to control everything in our lives. Because God's love is all we need to know that our lives are good. And we can see this love more clearly when we are not preoccupied with everything else. If it has been warm outside for long enough, there is almost certainly a storm coming. Let's pray that we see the clouds early enough that we can reach home before the storm comes. Let's go home to God, who is the source of our vocation, who shows us where to invest our energy and attention, and who is the source of abundance of the gifts we need to fulfill this vocation. Let's go home to the work that reminds us of our dignity and worth. Let's leave outside the relationships that expose our scarcity and our inability to be what others expect us to be, and go home to the ones that remind us of God's love and that nourish us and help us be who God wants us to be. And let's stay at home.